You turn this down just a little bit. Doesn't have to be all the way. Just some. I don't think there's any left. Can I have a cup of soda? I think you can make some Kool-Aid.
Take the Kool-Aid that's in there and you dump it out into the bed.
Hi guys. Howdy, Alabama. I've already cooked dinner. Something simple. Well, Polish dogs. Nothing too fancy for dinner tonight. Kind of a lazy day. But get your Kool-Aid put and your sugar put in there now too. That's enough water. Now get the Kool-Aid and the
I'm
sugar.
rinsing it out.
Okay.
I don't make Kool-Aid with hot water.
Howdy, JD. How's Miss Allie doing? You don't have to be right in there. My son always likes to do whatever he can to be in my videos.
Why not? Why not?
That's fine, JD. Yeah, I understand having to go out for a walk and stuff. I go out for walks, even though I have a car now that runs. I still go out for walks every now and then. How you doing, Alabama? Glad you're back home. Decided to finally get tired of the cold, huh? So, just make the Kool-Aid. Come on. Kendra, why are you making black cherry? Make the stuff that we got a bunch of. The blue raspberry lemonade. Make some blue raspberry lemonade, please. No, we went and bought a whole bunch.
Oh, I don't see one packet. Yes, freaky.
Hey, freaky geek. show how to make Kool-Aid. Yeah. Nice to see you again, freaky geek. I'll make it, Andrew. Go on. So I don't know, guys, if you know Bama Grits. I don't know if you heard. Her name was Sharon Burke. She was an extremely sweet woman. She is no more. She passed away last Thursday, and we're all gonna miss her. I know I'm gonna miss her. Bammer Grits was one of the nicest, sweetest ladies that I've ever met, and I found out today. So if you guys could wish the Burt family your prayers and stuff and thoughts, because they're going through a lot right now. She ended up having a massive heart attack and passing away. So I just thought I'd let you guys know if you hadn't heard. Yeah, she's very, very sweet woman, and she's gonna be missed greatly by a lot of people. I'll make another picture of. What are you doing, Andrew? Go. Go.
I'm trying to find my cup.
Well, you don't need to be in here at the moment. Yeah, she's a very sweet woman, very spiritual woman, and she would have gone great lengths for anybody. So she will be dearly, dearly missed.
And what age was she?
So how has everybody else been? Sorry, I'm finishing my dinner up as I'm talking. So where have you been lately, Freaky? I haven't noticed you in any of my live streams that I've had in the past, I don't know, 2 weeks. Oh, out of town. Okay, that happens.
Man, his wife came.
Yeah, he said she came out in the woods.
Yeah.
That's good that you're back home, though, Alabama, because you don't need to be out in that cold and stuff. It's good that she's a caring woman, forgiving woman, you know. So. So how's the weather where you guys are at? How's it been? We last Wednesday Wednesday morning, it was -2 with -30-degree wind chills. And 2 days ago, it was like 70 degrees. So essentially, we had a 100-degree swing within 5 days. Right now, it's 22 out, and we've had rain the past several days. So there's going to be all kinds of ice on the roads.
And our yard is going to turn into a frozen lake again.
And there's going to be all kinds of accidents all over the place. Looking at the weather right now, there's little strands of snow and ice that's falling right now. So this weather's been crazy. Has anybody did anybody watch the State of the Union address? I know, Freaky, you're in Canada, but did you watch it up there? Freaky, I don't know if you were any of my streams when I kind of announced it, but oh yeah, nobody really. It was he droned on and on about stuff everybody already knew. So, but Freaky, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if you were in any of my streams that I kind of announced it, but we have a new edition coming here in about 6 months. A good friend of ours is having an unplanned pregnancy. She was on birth control and wasn't, trying at all to have a baby, but she ended up getting pregnant, and we are going to be the benefactors of that blessing. Okay, good. I'm glad you got to hear about that. We're just really excited about it. We've got, did you say, 2/3 of everything we need, 3/4 of everything we need?
Everything but the baby formula and clothes.
We've got everything already, except for
And a mattress,
formula, a baby mattress for the crib, a car seat, and a couple other small things. But we have a crib, we have a changing table, we got swings, we got bouncers, we got all kinds of stuff, and we're not sure if it's a boy or girl yet. But as soon as we find out, but she's supposed to have an ultrasound here.
She goes to the doctor tomorrow.
Okay, she goes to the doctor tomorrow, and from there we'll know when the ultrasound is. It shouldn't be but a few weeks out. They like to get them in as early as possible sometimes. So, and she's kind of high risk, so because of that, they're going to want to do it as soon as possible.
Babies don't come with no manual.
Miss Young Man. Yeah, they kind of do come with a manual. It's called not knowing shit. No. When you've already got kids, you don't really need the manual. You can throw that thing in the trash and kind of do what you do. So. And can't say young man because we don't know if it's a boy or girl yet.
Somebody, Andrew.
Oh, okay, Andrew. He might. you might get to carry the baby around sometimes. But did either of us watch the Super Bowl? Canucks have a big. Yeah, I mean, I've heard Canucks have to have a manual for everything. And then they end up reading it backwards to front. Oh, I didn't see any buffering. I've got the way I display. I use phone and I use my YouTube app, and it shows me if I'm going to end up buffering. And I also watch my stream on my tablet. That way I can see if I am. And must be your Canadian connection. It's that darn Canadian connection. Okay, this is your thing. Yeah, I know what you mean. No, Canadians are real nice. I just like to pick on Freaky. He's he can take a picking on. I'll say that. But so yeah, we're getting ready for the baby, and we bought a new van. I got running now, so we got a vehicle. And I ended up having to change the power steering high pressure line. It was something that he didn't think about when he was telling us about it, but it wasn't anything but a $30 part, and I actually ended up getting for like 12 or something like that, because when you buy stuff from AutoZone, every $20 purchase gives you a point on your rewards account, and for every 5 points that you get a $20 credit to your account, so you can get anything worth $20. So I ended up I needed fluid and some other things as well. So I only ended up paying $32 for everything I got. So essentially it was only like $12, $13 for the part I needed, which worked out great. It ended up taking me like 3 hours to fix it. And that's because the connection is in a very, very, very tight spot, and it just took forever to figure out how to get that off without the exact right tool.
You said any blinker fluid?
Yeah, I had to get some of that too, you know. But the thing is my car is not Canadian, so I couldn't find the inlet to put it in. I couldn't find the blinker fluid tank. It's not Canadian car. It's American made. Yeah. Y'all are funny. So I'm going to show you guys this, and Freaky, you're going to love this. You're in the shot, sweetheart, just so you know. So we have a rabbit and a female cat. Neither of them are snipped. Our rabbit right there and our cat right there are boyfriend and girlfriend is what we like to call them. And he's been trying to have some fun with her, and she's not wanting to. He's up on the couch now. He's got her cornered.
Get her, buddy. Get her. Get you some of that. Awesome cabbage. Get you some of it.
He's
Get you some.
okay. You're gonna be in it against Spirit.
Get you some. Give me some cabbage. No? You're not gonna give me no cabbage? Come on, get you some.
Ricky said, "Watch, you don't end up with some cabbage."
I want some cabbage. Get you some.
See.
Get you some, buddy.
Watch your head, Andrew. You're fine. He's trying. She laid down for him. She's hiding.
Yeah, he's right behind her. She's right here.
Yeah, underneath the blanket. So, yeah, they were having some fun tonight.
You just gotta watch the sheet. Don't get too mad.
Yeah, You guys want to sit and watch them? Or you want to see my my pretty face? Pretty face.
He's like, oh, she's going to my house. Say like, Mama. She's like, that all part.
They're having a blast tonight. And usually, you know, he comes out of his cage because we put him in at night. And he'll get out and he'll run around and play. And he doesn't think about doing something like that. But today, for some reason, he just started at it like that. And she was like, what the hell? You know? She's not used to something like that.
Well, have you any lighter children?
So this is like totally new to her. She doesn't know what to think. And he's like a horny little thing right now and does not want to give up. He's been chasing her all around the living room, chasing her everywhere he can. Okay, Alabama. No, likely if he's trying to mount her like that, he probably is. Now, she just was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago. And so, yeah, that's one thing we've been laughing at this evening. Now, we've read that Cabots are like a mythical thing, that it can't happen. But I've read reports that it has happened, and it'd be interesting to see. It would be really interesting to see because both animals have very interesting personalities, and to get a cat that could end up jumping that high might be pretty cool. And if we could actually get something like that, it would end up being worth some money because there's been no actual verifiable proof that it's ever happened. So
we found a new breed then. We ain't trying to breed them, but if they do breed, I ain't gonna stop it.
yeah, like I said, I've seen pictures, but they could have been photoshopped and stuff like that. So it's a possibility, yes. Could be one of the things the government's trying to cover up. I don't know. interbreeding.
He said he's seen some in 2006 when he moved back to Ontario.
Oh, you actually seen them? Wow.
How much do they go for?
Because I know for a fact that if we were to find something like that, or we were to get something like that and post that for sale, wow, we'd be rolling in some money. Because those things, they've got to be like extremely rare, and the rarity of them. What was that? Oh, the rarity of them alone would bring all kinds of money. Oh, your cousin had him, huh? You know, if we could like post it and say this is what we have, or I mean, even just like some animal societies or something like that, for them to even be able to study them and see how they are and how their genes and stuff like that. I know, they probably want it for like dissection, but I wouldn't do something like that to it. Hi, Monica. Nice to see you tonight. So, we're talking about cabots, and cabots are a mixture of a cat and rabbit mating, and our male rabbit is trying to mate with our female cat. So, if we end up getting something like that from it, then who knows?
I seriously think he thinks he's a cat.
Yeah, we think our rabbit thinks he might be a cat because we have 3 cats and he's the only rabbit. And he looks similar kind of to her. I mean, in color and stuff. And he acts similar to how our cats act. But he's not as personable. We haven't let him out as much until now. This is the first time that we've actually let him out for long periods of time,
You need to stop pooping on my phone.
because he hasn't really been potty trained, and he still has accidents and stuff because he gets excited and this and that. But it's not how it used to be. So we've been letting him out a lot more, and so yeah, we're experimenting with things. And tonight he just decided he wanted to start trying to mate with our youngest female cat, the only one that he could mate with and have babies with. But no, he gets up on the couches and says hi to us. And yeah, right now he's a different excited. You would give our son an actual real life understanding of the birds and bees. But well, he chases her, she chases him. They run around with each other and play, and they've never, had this type of interaction before. And him wanting to get behind her and mount her and stuff like that, it's kind of funny to watch because she doesn't want anything to do with it, but I think at one point she is kind of starting to decide to give up and just let him do what he's going to do, because he can play right along with her, and she'll turn upside down and start kind of nibbling at him, and not really nibbling at him, but really kind of playing rough, and he plays right along with her, doesn't run away. And Yeah. Freaky Geek, just so you know, Rooster's mom is Ashley.
Oh shoot, I forgot. That's
It's
the wrong
fine.
one.
It's fine. Long story as to why she has another name, but Monica knows exactly who she is. So how have you been lately, Monica? No, Ashley would shoot me if I ever banned her from my channel, and I would never do
Be
that.
sitting in my kitchen right now.
No, there is another channel though that we got banned from months ago, and we decided to end up, creating different names and going in there. And the owners of the channel are fine with it; they know who we are, but because the head moderator of that channel isn't the actual purveyor of the channel. He doesn't do. He has an iTech team or an IT team that does the actual technical stuff. Running the software and cameras, and he's the main moderator, so he can't actually unban. He doesn't know how to do that. I mean, he can to a certain extent, but we can't unban so many different names, and that's why she has that extra name. Well, Monica, he's the owner of the channel, but it's not the channel is Z Sport, and he doesn't actually own Z Sport, and it's the Z Sports IT team that actually does the work of the channel. And Johnny is an employee of Z Sport, who is the one that said that, hey, I'll do this, and that's why it's his channel. So yeah, it's just easier to go in with a different channel name.
He's a one curious little fucker tonight. Look at this thing.
Yeah, he's getting around. He thinks he's a cat. He can, jumping up and doing whatever he wants. Okay, yeah. I know everybody in the channel knows, but I was like trying to explain to Freaky and others that didn't know. Yeah, you're getting banned all the time in there, Monica. They hate you in there. So you do what you got to do. You can't be so obvious that it's you when you go in there next time. Try to put on a different persona when you go in there. You don't, necessarily talk the same way. If they talk about, hey, blah blah blah, Monica, blah 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 blah, don't entertain it. Just be a totally different person when you go in that room. That way, they can't tell that it's you. And there's other people in there that do that. So that's the only way I can think you could do that. Yeah, see, that's the one thing about that channel, Freaky Geek, is that they have to who's in there and who likes to talk to each other and who likes to talk more. And if you're in that clique, then and you're trying to you go people in the cliques who are moderators are going to end up banning you for um, looking at your screen wrong. So. So yeah, that's the deal with that.
My phone.
Yeah, that's true. So if you are watching my stream and uh, you feel too shy to talk, don't feel shy. I know there's a few people in here that are watching that aren't chatting and stuff, but I like to try to pull you in to try to talk, say hi. Um, if you've never chatted on my channel before, feel free to. I don't allow anybody um, to judge anybody. It's kind of a judgment-free zone type thing, and I just want you to feel comfortable if you're watching. To say hi at least. Let me know who you are. I'd like to get to know you a little bit. You know, if you're watching my stream, you're getting to know me. If there's anything you want to talk about, or you have ever have any questions about anything that I'm doing, or generally I do cooking when I'm doing my live streams. Oh, tonight's dinner was just Polish dogs. It wasn't anything fancy. I just wanted to get on a chat. I had kind of an announcement for some people who didn't know. One of my subscribers and somebody that was very much loved by many, many people on YouTube, and she didn't. Um, she had several hundred subscribers herself. Ended up passing away. Her name was Sharon. Her channel name was Bam and Grits, and she will be dearly missed. No, Freaky. I tossed some Polish dogs, some basically hot dogs in a pot and heated them up. It wasn't anything special. I wanted to get on. I haven't been on live in a couple days, so I figured I'd get on, say hi to everybody, chit chat a little bit. Kind of announce to those who may not have known on my channel about Bama Grits. Is Sharon's passing, and kind of entertain a little bit with our cat and rabbit. So yeah, we know you miss Freaky. So yeah, that's just kind of what's been going on. Nothing too special or exciting, just general everyday things. Got our vehicle running, and it's running pretty good. Our first actual trip out in it, we went up to the city, and Ashley had a doctor's appointment. We made it there and back perfectly fine. No safety issues. Didn't really die on us. Um, didn't have any issues. So that's a plus. like I said, I mean, nothing too terribly exciting to announce right now. No, it's okay, Monica. If you're not familiar with some of the people that I'm subscribed to that run in that have a very large circle of um, homesteaders and other people similar, then you wouldn't know her. But she's a very very sweet woman, and her husband ended up passing a few years ago, and uh, she was alone, and she wasn't too terribly old. I'd say late 60s, early 70s, maybe. I can't remember exactly how old she was, but she was an extremely nice woman, and um, she came in my live stream a couple times. Um, I mainly got to know her through being in live streams and chatting with her on other channels. So I was able to chat with her along with other people and get to know her real good and stuff like that. So but yeah, she will be dearly missed. She ended up having uh, a coronary heart attack and couldn't survive from it. So yeah, it is very sad. Um, but yeah, other than the rooms that we go into all kind of together, uh, I'm subscribed to a whole different genre of YouTube as well, and that's kind of what got me started into YouTube originally. And there's kind of this group that kind of started out small and has expanded and tens of thousands of subscribers and followers into some of these channels. Some of them have a couple 100,000 subscribers, and uh, I haven't kind of we all kind of started intermingling and stuff from this channel or that channel, and then it's just people I know, and it's grown exponentially for some people. Mine specifically, um, I haven't been able to uh, really get detailed with my channel the way um, I've wanted it. I'm going to end up setting it up the way I want it, getting ready to work on some playlists and other channel things that will help grow my channel. So, yeah, she is. A couple weeks ago, we saw her. She, she had a little pooch. Just she's really skinny. She used to be anorexic actually, and she got better, started eating and things like that. And uh, but she's still really really thin. But you could tell that she had just a little pooch on the bottom of her belly, and now you can tell that it's actually starting to fill in, and that she's gaining a little bit of a belly, which is pretty cool. I like being able to see that kind of the whole um, idea of following um, your the child that's going to be yours in development and stuff like that, and how they're growing, and the fact that the baby is healthy enough to make her gain that kind of weight and stuff like that. So
just pray for a happy, healthy baby and a healthy birth.
Mm-hmm. So what have you been up to lately, Monica? Andrew,
Yeah.
look at your rabbit.
Where is he? I can't see him from here.
No, you can't. Andrew, come and look at your rabbit.
What is he doing?
Chewing on some paper that's on Andrew's floor. Andrew knows that if he leaves anything on the floor that can be chewed on, he will chew it.
Whatever that is.
But yeah, we're really excited about this baby and want to follow as much as we possibly can with the pregnancy and stuff like that. We're overjoyed at the fact that we're getting to be able to have this baby. Front.
Side.
You called out back. I figured I'd call out front. I figured we were just calling out directions, positions, whatever. No, it's good to have you back, Freaky. What happened to Alabama?
He had to go use
Did
his
he
ride.
did he get stuck? Yeah, true. Other side and top and bottom and diagonal.
He'll be horizontal, more trouble.
Yeah, getting that horizontal position and that's kind of
Over with. Game
not YouTube worthy. I'll say that. It's not the PG-13 kind of. Yeah, I mean, it was like 20 minutes ago. He said he'd be back, that he had to go sit on the throne. I mean, shit. I know I take sometimes, but
I'm gonna come get your boyfriend. Oh no.
so I'm going to be on for about another 10 minutes. I figured an hour stream tonight would work fine. No, he's back home. So he has indoor plumbing now, which I'm sure he's thankful for.
What?
Will you throw at me?
You can't.
I feel like you throw at me.
You guys hear my son asking if he thumped. He's talking about a rabbit. Rabbits have a thing. When they get excited or if they get mad, they do this thing where they take their back legs and they kick them out really hard, really fast, and it's called thumping. Um, our rabbit Steve, he does it a lot. When he's out and running around, he'll jump and he'll thump and he'll run and play. But sometimes when he's in his cage and he wants to come out and we don't let him out, he will thump. Last night, in a period of like 30 minutes, he had to have thumped like 5 or 6 times. And it's just one of those signals saying, hey, I'm mad, I'm aggravated, or something like that. That's when you know when he's kind of getting antsy.
Nancy. Yeah, so it's time to let him out. I feel like having more of those hot dog things.
I've already had 2. Chill out. Unreal for not owning a cell phone. Do you still not have a cell phone? Well, sometimes it's hip to be square.
What's you, Kelly?
You have a cell phone, but it's never been activated. Wow. That's Canadian for you. One for internet and phone too. Okay. Well, some companies for your cell phone have this thing called hotspot, and it allows you to have phone and broadcast internet from your phone for a computer. I would think a phone would be a little bit more handy to have than internet at your house. You can get by without internet at your house. You got internet on your phone. And in case of an emergency, you have a phone carried with you at all times. Your phone can run on Wi-Fi. How does Wi-Fi power that phone?
The Wi-Fi. Daddy, come out now.
Well, Freaky, we wouldn't normally be able to uh, afford internet and phone at the house either. But I'm kind of lucky in that situation. I've got a neighbor that I pay $20 a month. I use his internet, help him pay his bill, and he lets me use it. And our phones, I have 5 phones on my family plan. 5 cell phones. I grew a sub company of Sprint called Boost Mobile. And for those 5 phones with unlimited talk, text, data, and 12 gigabytes of Wi-Fi hotspot, I pay $100 a month.
When was it?
No, they upped it to 12. About a month, 2 months ago. It's like a New Year thing. So it's like the best phone deal I've ever seen anybody have, unless they like work for the company and are able to have free or something like that, or have work,
Steve, sure.
but still, somebody pays for it. I paid $20 a line, and on top of that, there's an app that I can download. It's called Boost Perks. That if I were to allow this app to put ads on my screen and stuff like that, every month I could get $30 off of my bill if I did that. So technically, if I were to do that, I have the capability of having my bill down to $70 a month for 5 phones. Okay, Micah. But you can get a dual band phone, and you can get the bring your own phone with Boost, and you'd still be able to have what you wanted and have a cheap price. I got my deal because I was having some issues with the cell phone tower where we were living, and issue with some multiple texts and uh, different problems. So I ended up calling and talking to customer service, and after some time, they ended up saying, "Hey, well, look, this is what we'll do for you. We want to keep your service and stuff like that." And that was like, "Yeah, I'll do that," because I was paying like 160 a month. I was paying like $160 a month, and that was just ridiculous. Well, that's cool, Freaky Geek. What kind of internet speeds do you get? Yeah, I know some people like that, and I don't know if I've ever expressed my dislike for Apple. I have one Apple product, and it's my iPad. It is like 5 years old. It still works great, but this this right here, this theme, this screen, it's the only way it will ever look, because Apple is so proprietary. They don't let people own what they buy. They don't let people have and do what they want with the products that they buy. They say, this is how this is going to be, and this is how it will always be, because you don't actually own your product. You can't do what you want with it. You can't sideload apps. You can't get different themes. You can't do anything with it other than download off of their Play Store or their App Store, iTunes Store, whatever it's called. And I don't like that idea. I like being able to. Well, that one's dead. I like being able to turn on my phone and look at my phone and see it set up the way I want it, the way I want to see things, because I may like to be able to view things and have access to things in a different order or way than somebody else thinks is easy. And with Apple, you can't do that. It's just, here, this is what you have. With Android, you can customize with themes. You can customize all the different colors of your screen, positioning of everything, and you have so many different abilities with Androids, and they're like so much cheaper. So if the screen breaks, you're not set into saying, I have to pay $200 to get a new screen for my phone, when you can just go out and buy another Android phone for $50 and it works just as good as your last one, because that's how much your last one cost. Plus, accessories for Android phones are so much cheaper. If you need to buy a new charging cord, you got to go to the Apple Store. If you don't want your warranty to go down, okay, to get a new charging cord, you have to go to the Apple Store, pay $20, and get a new charging cord. Androids, you can use any micro SD or USB-C charging cord that you can find anywhere, and it's not going to void your warranty. You can use any headphones that you want. They don't take away the headphone jack on Androids, even Samsung. They still have headphone jacks. The latest one might not. But there's 100 different cell phone makers for Androids out there. And they make the accessories and cables and everything that you need so versatile that you can use anything. And they say everything's open source on Android. So it's not like you're stuck saying, okay, well, I bought this phone, this brand, I've got to go find this brand's cord and purchase it online for $15. And no, that's how Apple is though. If you use a cord that isn't branded by Apple or bought at an Apple store, then your warranty gets voided. I mean, I don't know how they'd ever end up knowing, but oh, get this, Freaky Geek, asking about how long batteries last. Apple had a situation not long ago where their batteries, okay, the useful life of a battery on any cell phone depends on how you charge it and depends on the actual capacity of the battery. Every battery is different, even between, all iPhone 6s have the same batteries, all iPhone 7, but they're different amperage hours. So Apple had this situation going on that if you had your phone for a year, for whatever, the useful life of the battery is only so long. And the phone's software can detect when the battery is getting low in useful life or even just diminishing a little bit. Your phone software can tell. They had this situation where they programmed in the operating system that if the useful life of the battery got below a certain percent, like 92% or something like that, it would actually decrease the performance of the chips inside the phone, so it would run slower. So because of that, instead of just paying $20 for a new battery, $50 for a new battery for the phone, they would end up thinking their phone was going crappy and going out and buying a new product. They end up getting screwed over. Android phones, they don't do that. What happens is Google, who owns Android, makes the operating software. Okay, they send it to the mobile carriers. mobile carriers tweak the theme and design and everything like that. They don't tweak the actual system components. Samsung does some, but it's more the theming and actual options on the phone, and then they ship it out to you. They don't actually mess with things like battery components and stuff. It's the actual designers of the phone and the battery and stuff like that. So you can maximize your battery life getting a larger amperage, a phone with a larger milliamp battery, or charging it, the right way and stuff. Actually, Freaky, yes. Android phones will always run close to 100% on RAM and their processor, because what it does is when you're actually using an app, it's using those processes for the app that you're using. But in the background, if you're not using an app and your phone is idle, it'll still run. It won't run as fast as like if you're using an app and currently using your phone. It'll still run in the background, but what'll happen is it's actually doing things that you would normally, like if it was running it while your apps were running, it would bog down your phone so much. What happens is it uses those processes efficiently in the background while you're not using it, and it's sitting idle so that it can take care of things that it would have to take care of if you were to be using apps at the same time. Okay. I don't know who you are, but you're being blocked. I don't allow those kind of messages or anything like that on my channel. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you've been a longtime friend or longtime subscriber. If you say anything like that, you will be automatically blocked and never allowed on my channel again. Do what? Oh, the South will rise again came in and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's how Android phones are set up. Apple products, they're not set up the same way. What happens is if your phone is in sleep, it shuts everything down and idles at the minimum power capacity. When you turn it on, it starts running this and that and this and that. And even if you are in the middle of using an app, it's going to run processes, even though it may not need to run processes at the same time. Background activity services and stuff like that, it's still going to run them. And that's why they make their phones so high-end with such high-end chips, is that it can take that load and be able to do those things. Android does them in downtime, so it doesn't use those processes and those resources while you're using it, so that you can actually have the functionality of your phone. That's why cheaper chips and stuff can go in them, which makes the total overall product of an Android phone cheaper. Who was that? Oh. So yeah, that's just a little bit of tech stuff for you guys. But I'm going to get going. I see my viewership once I started talking about that went. I only had a couple people in here anyway, but it's okay. It's okay. Thanks for coming to my live stream tonight, Freaky. Missed you the past couple times, bud. If you're single, you might want to maybe talk to Monica. You never know. I mean, she's from Virginia or West Virginia, some podunk state. I don't know. And you're from Canada, which is kind of podunky. I'm kidding. No. Uh, I'm gonna get going. Take from that what you will. Monica's a great person. She missed talking to you and stuff. So you have a good night. Try to stay warm, things like that. And I will talk to you next time I do a live stream. Bye.